I'm Wes, and I'm on a never-ending quest to beat absolutely every game in existence. The great, the mediocre, and the completely unplayable. Welcome to Backlog Buster. Demon's Souls on PS3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I have dozens of playthroughs and easily hundreds of hours played, but I've never bothered to get the Platinum Trophy. That changes today. For the Platinum, there's the standard fare of beating all the bosses and the main story for trophies. The bigger issues are the collection-based trophies. You need to collect every spell, all of the miracles, all the rings, find a bunch of hidden unique weapons, and then upgrade one of each weapon type to max level. There are a lot of these, and they require a lot of the upgrade stones to get through. It's a lot of work, but somebody's gotta do it, and there's no time like the present. As a veteran, I've done playthroughs as pretty much every starting class. For ease, I'm just going to start with Royalty. You start with Soul Arrow and the Fragrant Ring. Instant achievement progress. God, this intro rocks. Really sets the tone for the rest of the game. This is my first character on a fresh profile, and that means I've got to run through the Journey to the Nexus. This is just a minor tutorial. You can't die until the boss, so it's just a refresher and chance to collect some extra items. I could fight these Blue-Eye Knights, but I'm just swooshing right past them. Alright, Vanguard Demon, I'm a Souls veteran. I got your number. Oh, whoops. Let's just get this game started for real, okay? Straight into Boletaria Palace. Perfection. Just gonna fight my way through these initial dredgelings. This starting level is actually really long, so there's a lot of combat to slog through. Ah, the first Blue-Eye Knight. Such nostalgia. But I'm just gonna blast him with Soul Arrow. I won't be needing it, but the shortcut has items required for trophies, so down the tower it is. Chain status. Busted. Dregling's all cleared with Soul Arrow. Let's go ahead and get that gate open now. The Cling Ring. Equipped as usual. Jade Hair Ornament acquired, and that translates to another ring later. But I'm back to the top. Just progressing past these soldiers. Tower climbed and Blue-Eye Knight dealt with. Now I'm just gonna smash this barricade and then head on back down. Uh-oh. Another Blue-Eye Knight? Get Soul Arrowed, idiot. Try using a shield next time, you dingus. Scimitar acquired. The starting rapier isn't bad, but I prefer the moveset of the scimitar. It also does quite a bit more damage. Time to clear this area for our friend Ostrava. Looting a couple of shards of sharp and hardstone too. That'll be useful quite soon. I will help you get freed from these dredgelings, Ostrava. Yeah, I know I get it. Please let me go. Time to go all the way back around to the top. It's a little bit of a jog. I also always forget that you can just vault over this wall, and there's the Thief Ring. Back up to the ramparts, and I'll just bait that dragon to roast the bridge. Okay, the dragon's just not doing it. Interesting. I guess I'll do it myself. Quick, cheese it! Boss gate unlocked, and turpentine acquired. Hoplites are no problem for a quick soul arrow, but getting behind them is still a very viable option. Final shortcut unlocked, and right at the boss door. Time to use those fire bombs I collected throughout the level. Phalanx is just a goo blob with a bunch of hoplites stuck to it. Fire bombs make quick work of most of them. Soul Arrow can take out the others, but the best way is with Turpentine. Fire damage on your weapon destroys hoplites, and Phalanx goes down shortly after. Phalanx Trophy and Lead Demon Soul acquired. Is it lead or lead? Who knows? But what I do know is that my wife has cute feet. Up to the Monumental, but first I'm buying myself a heater shield. Whoa, do I have the strength to face the demons? You bet your bottom dollar that I do. You have to say yes to the Monumental to get the Friends Ring, so you should always say yes, even if you're a craven weakling. Touch the demon inside. Oh, don't mind if I do. There's gonna be a lot of grinding for the Platinum Trophy. But what if I were to use the duplication glitch to trivialize the Platinum? Delightfully devilish, Wesley. The dupe isn't very complicated. You just need to try and buy some stuff from Blacksmith Baldwin. Walk away, use the Nexial Binding, press the start button, and then talk to Stockpile Thomas. Hand him whatever stackable item that you want to dupe, and it should put 1,028 into his inventory. Once you try and take it out, it drops to 99, the max, but that's 200 total items per dupe session. I duped a ton of consumables and, of course, the Lead Demon Soul. Then I gave Thomas the Jade Hair Ornament for the Ring of Herculean Strength, after I duped it. Are you really sure that that one's your daughter's? Now I'll consume a ton of Lead Demon Souls for easy levels. I'm just making this as easy as possible on myself. Starting with a bunch of health and faith. What? When I have over 20 faith and talk to this cutie patootie over here, she'll give me a pure faint stone and some stones of ephemeral eyes for free, which I will then immediately dupe. I just can't help myself. Stocked up on late moon grass and old spices, I'm hurling myself off the stairs. I need pure white world tendency everywhere, and I can't risk a death in body form. This post-boss fight duping of boss soul, duping consumables, and duping upgrade materials into throwing myself off the stairs in the Nexus is gonna happen every time I beat a level, so I won't be mentioning it in detail further. Back to the game, I always hit up the Shrine of Storms first, and today will be no exception. Fun little note here, but all of the skeletons in Shrine of Storms are weak to blunt damage. Two-handing your shield is actually moderately effective at killing them, surprisingly. But I have Turpentine, so I'm gonna use that instead. Oh yeah, that's way better. Stair skeletons cleared. Going all the way around and swooshing right past the black skeleton for that Crescent Falchion +1. Friendship ended with Turpentine. Crescent Falchion is new best friend. Remaining skeletons in the area cleared out. Time to loot the courtyard. Most notable is the Talisman of God. Now, back to the ramparts. First I'm grabbing the copper key, and then epically jumping over the wall. The worst kept secret shortcut in all of Demon Souls. Regenerator ring picked up, and I'm gonna need to kill this crystal lizard for Dark Moonstone. I'll use this for upgrading the new Crescent Falchion. A little bit of platforming for the Grave Robber's ring, and it's down to the boss now. This is an unrestricted kill unlike the PS5 remake. Rushing to the bottom and smashing that stomach until Adjudicator drops. Then it's laying the smackdown on that Golden Crow, the real boss. This fight is insanely free as long as you're good at moving side to side in a methodical manner. I managed to snipe the crow a few times with Soul Arrow, but after one final fall, that's the Adjudicator Demon defeated. Trophy and Swollen Demon Soul acquired. New Demon Soul duped? The Swollen Demon Soul provides 13,000 souls. I'm going to consume a lot of them. Yeah, 1 million souls later, let's level up. 1 million souls doesn't actually get you as far as you might expect, honestly. 40 vitality, 30 magic, and 28 endurance. I'll finish out the stack to push it a bit further though. Level 87 achieved. And of course, throwing myself off the top of the stairs in the Nexus. There's a few more tasks to do in this first level of Shrine of Storms, so let's see how things go with our newfound stats. I'm basically an insane tank at this point. Back up, and this time it's the intended route through the level. Acquired a bit of Bladestone on the way, but more importantly is the Compound Longbow, our bow of choice. Secret entrance entered. Skeleton slaughtered and Grave Robber Blige rescued. I will take a single Cloudstone shard, please. Around the back, and oh look at that, an Uchigatana. And it's our old friend Vanguard Demon. I'll just give him the business. Grey Demon Soul acquired, and Revenge achieved. Up the area now for one final collectible in this level. Skeletons cleared out, and Black Skeleton dodge, and the Adjudicator's shield acquired. That's all I have to do in Shrine of Storms, for now. I'll quickly loot the courtyard before heading back to the Nexus. It's time for Stonefang Tunnel. Lizard killed for large shard, that's getting duped later. Elevator activated and ridden. Fat official absolutely demolished. That's a crushing battle axe +1 acquired. Back to the level in standard fashion now. The magic damage on the Crescent Falchion makes short work of these miners. Normally you're supposed to bring a piercing weapon. Oh no, a dog ambush? Easy peasy. Wizard Duel 1, and there's lots of upgrade materials in here. We'll dupe these later. My line is perfect. Official destroyed and lever yanked. Time to head all the way back up now. Miners mangled by magic, and that's the first shortcut unlocked. I'm going up the stairs and I'm dropping down for the steel shield. Probably won't use this though. This part always gave me trouble in my younger days, but not anymore. Magic blasted. Dogs dispatched, and then more miners maimed. The sluice gate is opened. Safety achieved. A quick loop back up and let's snag the ring of poison resistance on the way. One more fat official. Officially dead? Gotta do a quick lap around this area by the elevator for the crisp blade. It's required. Down the elevator now, and I know there's a spider stone here. Yep, there it is. Chunked? I am mad over-leveled for Armor Spider, so I'm just going in hard. I will simply outpace the damage and win. Got all of the goodies in the area, including the Hard Demon Soul and a Pure Spider Stone. Trophy, as usual, achieved. Standard item management and duping in progress. Then, as usual, I'm off the stairs. Let's let the Stonefang Tunnel ride. Well, ride. First up, let's go ahead and get some upgrade materials. Left side first, and down the elevator. Oh no, there's 2 Black Phantom Barbarians. And they are not a problem at all for my Crescent Falchion. And here we are at the Crystal Lizard's nest. I gotta kill one at least, but I'm not looking for rare drops. I'm always looking for a guarantee. Just a little bit of cute platforming and booyah! Pure Hardstone and Pure Sharpstone acquired. Of course, those are getting duped immediately. Let's go and see what old Blacksmith Ed's up to. I will simply upgrade my bow to max level right now. Compound longbow to +3, and then fork down the sticky path. Sticky compound longbow +5 achieved using Spider Stone, and that is the Master Bowman's trophy unlocked. I'll be back here later. A lot. But for now, let's finish out Stonefang Tunnel. There's nothing unique to get until the end of this level, so I'll be moseying down through the tunnel, dropping down to the end. This really speeds up attempts at Flame Lurker when you bypass 90% of the level. At the bottom, and that's a shard of Greystone. And that's also right next to the Hands of God, one of the required weapons. Convenient. But I'm through the fog now, and it's Flame Lurker. Flame Lurker is usually pretty tough, but to say I'm over-leveled is the understatement of the year. Spamming soul arrows, and he's only got a quarter health left. Then a few slashes with the Crescent Falchion, and it's all over. Flame Lurker trophy and a red-hot demon soul achieved. There's also a chunk of Dragonstone here. Dude, nice. May as well finish out Stonefang Tunnel at this point. Dragon God's right here after all. Oh, look at that, a Crystal Lizard. And the Dragonbone Smasher's already available. Good old natural +1 to white tendency. I'm strong enough to just eat a punch and heal through the damage. First Ballista, shot? Now I'm just smashing my way through the pillars and I'm shrugging off all the damage with grass. Very satisfying way to beat this boss. At the top, Crystal Lizard killed for Clearstone. No pure, but that's alright, I'll try again later. Second Ballista, blasted. Master's Ring acquired on the way down for the kill. I will simply stand on this ledge and shoot your chinny chin chin with soul arrows. Goodbye. Dragon Demon Soul, Dragon God's Trophy, and a pure Dragonstone achieved. Easy peasy, I'm heading back home. New stuff duped as usual, old stuff put away at Thomas, and soul form regained. There's a couple of pure white world tendency events to do in Stonefang, but first I'm just heading back to try my luck at a pure Clearstone from that lizard. 3 attempts later and oh look at that, lucky me, that was the final try. Back to the Armor Spider Archstone now, it's time to meet Skirvir the Wanderer. It's the same as the shortcut to Flame Lurker, except this time he's just hanging out down here. Dragon Bone Smasher shown, and that's a pure Greystone for me. Now all I need is a Greystone chunk. There's gotta be one around here to pick up. I really don't want to grind on those rockworms. Oh yeah, hidden, but after some clever platforming there's a shard. Down again, oh yeah, there it is. That's the one I needed. Chunk acquired. That's all the upgrade stones I need from Stonefang after a couple of quick dupes. Time for a bunch of weapon upgrades. Off to visit Blacksmith Ed again. First up, my heater shield upgraded all the way to +10 for the Trophy of Hardness using Hardstone. The scimitar I picked up in Boletaria Palace is getting upgraded to +10 using Sharpstone for the Trophy of Sharpness. Now the Crushing Battle Axe is going to +5 with Greystone for the Master Basher's Trophy. Next, a short sword I purchased from Baldwin upgraded to +3, branched to Quality, and then +5 with Clearstone for the Trophy of Distinction. And for my next trick, Dragonstone. One more short sword to +3, then branch down to Dragon, and then +5 with Dragonstone for the Flame Master's Trophy. That's a good chunk of progress done right there, but sadly, there's a lot more weapons to upgrade. This is turning into a real rock collecting marathon.
It's a mineral collection.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Dragon God's soul is worth a lot of souls, so I may as well power grind for some more levels now. And speaking of Dragon God, I've got the intelligence and magic power. I think it's high time to unlock Firestorm. Time to head back to Boletaria Palace. Ha, Wing Spear acquired. Oh god? I actually need to grab the spike shield, which is right here, and oh, it hurts! Thank God I'm made of 100% biff. Quick loot upstairs and it's down below now. I gotta save Ostrava. He should be right around here. Yup, enemies annihilated and Ring of Gash resistance picked up. My reward is Darkmoon Grass, the best healing item in the game. Don't mind if I do. Through the tunnel and up to the merchant. Sure, I will take a club. Back up topside now. I will simply avoid the dragon flames and slaughter everything else in my path. Tower Knight time. I'm going for the ankles. Tower Knight's Achilles heel, and he's gone. Iron Demon Soul acquired along with the trophy. Back to the Nexus now, and it's more dupes. Best healing items in the game, maxed out. Back in soul form, and let's go back to Boletaria. What's this, a slave shield? Huh, I've been tricked! Fat Official's gone. Man, the long way around again. Story of my life. A pretty uneventful romp slaughtering everything in my path. Red Eye Knight destroyed. Fat Official and his posse completely obliterated. Keys acquired. Finally, I'm at the top. And you know what? I always take this cheeky little shortcut. It's the best. Let me just open this up real quick. Now, take this for making me go all the way around. And the rest of you, how dare you chase Ostrava, my friend? Special hat acquired. Ostrava status rescued. Pure Clearstone acquired, but we don't need it anymore. Ostrava's good for now, but his fate is sealed, unfortunately. Back past Tower Knight and it's down to the dungeons. I will simply kill this fat official. Bloody key acquired. Let's go ahead and snatch that tower shield since I'm here, and I need it. Dungeon delved, and Bjor rescued. Back up topside, and I will now perform skullduggery. Tower entered. 2 more rings acquired inside. Hat worn, stair status dropped. Fat official defeated, that means my second Demon Soul's wife, Yuria the Witch, is now rescued. She's heading back, and so shall I, after I take on the Penetrator. God, just let me through, I'm showing you mercy, okay? Let me go. Oh, nice of you to show up, Bjor. Now we're talking double team. Supreme. Nighty-night. I'll take that trophy and that silver Demon Soul. Yuria, give me your magic. Wait, try Sage Freak's magic, but he's not even here. Yuria, give me everything. Firestorm, aka Game Winner, acquired. May as well purchase all of the apprentice's spells since I'm here too. Same goes for the Miracles guy. It's pure white in Boletaria Palace now, so there's just a few tasks to complete. First is heading left down this now open path. Next is firestorming everything on my way up to Meralda. Yep, Firestorm is a good spell. So long. Down the Snake Eater ladder and it's the Brushwood set, including the required Brushwood shield. It's time to head for the Dragon's Nest. White tendies means they're gone and the loot is mine. That's a purple flame shield, ring of flame resistance, and the ring of great strength acquired. Pretty lucrative trip back here, but I'm heading home now. Down the line of archstones, let's do the terrifying tower tour of Latria. Big spooky dungeon. I'll just start killing mind flayers and yanking all the keys off the wall. Mercury stone. I almost forgot that was an upgrade material, honestly. Alright, got the key and I'm heading back to the start. The cool part of Latria is that you end up unlocking lots of minor shortcuts. Next floor, next set of keys. Next shortcut activated. Oh god, it hurts. Just kidding, I'm basically invincible at this point. Once Royal Mistress. Oh, she's got the Ring of Avaries. I can get this later for free, but no time like the present. One more ring down. But this is the room I was looking for. 3 Iron Maidens in the center. This one's got the Ring of Magical Sharpness. Going all the way to the bottom now, snatching up some keys along the way. But I'm gonna make a detour to get the most iconic set in Demon Souls. And I'm over encumbered. Well, let's just do a little bit of inventory management and there we go. In the interest of time, I'm gonna speedrun this. Key acquired and then I'll just body tank every single arrow. Done and done. Now to go back and pillage the bridge. I got the first rat ring. Liar ahead. I take great pleasure in this every time. It never gets old killing this guy. Before I take on the boss though, I'll go ahead and backtrack to Sage Freak. That's a rescue and some weapons I need obtained. Now for the boss, Fool's Idol. One more Black Phantom absolutely burninated along the way for a chunk of Moonlight Stone. One less thing to worry about. Alright, Fool's Idol, how about a double dose of Firestorm? Rats, I was afraid of that. Firestorm's good, but it can whiff. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, that's it, got him. Boss trophy acquired. Then I'm grabbing the baby's nail before I get snatched up to the Archstone and the Doll Demon Soul. Dupes ahoy! Sage Freak is here now, so I may as well get all of his available spells. Soul Ray is replacing Soul Arrow forever. The Brushwood armor set is really good, but fluted armor just feels so right. Tower of Latria 2? Electric Boogaloo. There's actually not a whole lot to this level, it's mostly just, well, long. A marathon, if you will, so let's cut to the chase. I'm just gonna sprint my way up to the first chain and fire blast everyone here. Next, I'll ignore Yurt for now and just head into the swamp. There's a Mercury Stone chunk in here, and there it is. I just need a Pure now. There's a couple more things to pick up in the swamp, but damn, that Legion is actually pretty scary. But nothing a couple of firestorms can't fix. Alright, I'm back onto the scaffolding now. This place is pretty annoying to navigate, it's a maze, but here's the Ring of Disease Resistance. Not a great ring, but I do need to pick it up. Firestorm really does just beat everything though. I've got places to be and the end is in sight. One final elevator, the most difficult enemy in the game, and I'm at the top of the tower. All prisoners killed and the hearts dropped. Conveniently, this also takes you right back to the start of the level. There's some sick loot available now, so it's heading down. All the way to the end of this path for a chunk of Moonlight Stone first though. Now for the main event. Lots of stuff to grab in the heart area. Notable is a duplicate Ring of Avarice and the Gold Mask and EP Rapier. That's all I need to do down here. It's time for the boss. Just a quick, lengthy trip upstairs. The Man-Eaters are a bane of many a new player, but they are extremely weak to fire. I said you're extremely weak to fire. Man, 2 firestorms and he's still not dead? I got really unlucky with these hits. The fourth Firestorm is the one that does the first Maneater in. Now for the second one. Charging straight into a Firestorm. That's a big brain move right there. Man, he's just not coming down. Finally, and he landed right into my Firestorm. Maneater's trophy obtained, and the mixed Demon Soul as well. You know the drill. Dupes deaths, and it's right back to Latria. After a really lengthy staircase and some enemies, I'm at the Old Monk. Very important Crystal Lizard here, though. Chunks are good, but I really want that pure. The Old Monk fight was originally a great surprise PvP encounter. Unfortunately, with the servers gone, it's just an NPC with a very, very bad build. There's really nothing to note here. Just absolutely trashed by virtue of using a shield and Firestorm. After that, I'm just giving him the two-hander falchion. New trophy, new Demon Soul. Soul duped, and then new spells from Freak and Uria. Homing Soul Arrow is really strong. I'll quickly level up my intelligence and get it on my regular loadout. Tower of Latria is pure white now, so there's a couple of tasks to do. There's nothing too crazy. It's back to the Tilted Towers. In pure white world tendency, a little plank bridge appears to collect a key by the first chain. This is a simple pickup. Since I'm here already, I'll free Yurt the Silent Chief and immediately take him out with Firestorm. Time to use that white Tendi's key. It's back to Prison of Hope to free Lord Riddell. Cell opened up, and that's the second rat ring acquired. I've got some new upgrade materials to dupe. I also actually need to dupe more hard and sharpstone. You really go through a ton of that stuff. Latria's done, so it's back to Shrine of Storms now. This level is basically a really long line. After activating both of the switches, all you gotta do is Firestorm everything you see all the way down to the bottom. Old Hero's blind, so he doesn't see it coming when I hit him with a point-blank Firestorm. That's almost a one-shot. A couple of follow-up swings and he's done. Old Hero trophy and soul acquired, then of course, duped. And I'm right back for Storm King. Firestorm's actually no good here, but I do need to use it. Trying to nuke those two Crystal Lizards first before grabbing the Storm Ruler. Now, Soul Ray comes into play. I gotta blast a bunch of these Sky Mantas before Storm King will actually show up. They also drop Cloudstone, which I do need. FromSoft literally asked, what if a demon was a B-52 bomber? This fight is super atmospheric and cool. But you didn't think I was actually gonna beat Storm King without using the Storm Ruler, did you? No way. It's way too cool not to use. Couple of passes is all it takes, though. Storm King defeated, trophy unlocked, then the boss soul and a pure Cloudstone for my trouble. I know there's a chunk around here somewhere. Whatever, I'll come back for it later. Standard soul and material dupes. Shrine of Storms is pure white now, but first I actually need to go back to Stonefang Tunnel. I have to move Patches back to Shrine of Storms by playing his little bugbear game. Done and done. Patches is back in the Nexus. I'll quickly buy the cat ring from him and then head back to Shrine of Storms. Starting off, there's a couple of things to get in the cavern before Old Hero. One quick Firestorm to clear the leeches, and Ronin's ring and Hiltless are mine. Time to head back to the top. There you are, Patches, you old rascal. Kicked down, Magic Sword Makoto acquired. Then I'm killing that Black Phantom for a Dark Moon chunk. Saint Urbane status, rescued. Patches gives us a gash resistance ring, but that's a duplicate. Let's head back up to the Archstone. Gotta deal with that black skeleton, miss the Crystal Lizard, but the white bow is a consolation prize before heading back. Saint Urbane is here now, so it's a one-way ticket to Miracle City. Everything he's currently got is mine. This is a little risky, but I gotta get the Dark Moonstone chunk via farming Crystal Lizards. I only have a couple of attempts to get it per playthrough. Not this time, but there's the guaranteed Cloudstone chunk. I'll go ahead and finish the upgrades on that now. New heater shield purchased, then upgraded at Blacksmith Ed. First to +6, then branched down to the Dark Path and upgraded to +5. Shademaster trophy achieved. Time for Valley of Defilement, the most notorious level set of them all. There's lots of potential falls here, which makes it pretty rough to get through even at a high level like I am. Right away though, I'm making a couple of jumps down the right side to find the Ring of Magical Dullness. I'm also picking up a shard of Faintstone down the path. Firestorm makes quick work of these bugs. I'm gonna need to kill a bunch of them later on though. Oh, the filthy woman has rotten arrows? Yes, I would like to buy exactly one, please. The plague rats get firestormed and all die. Well, not all of them, I guess. Oh well, Dark Moon Grass clears everything. A few more firestorms later and I'm at Leechmonger. Gonna get the jump on him and that's another firestorm and he's dead. Leechmonger trophy, some random upgrade materials, and the boss soul are mine. Time for dupes as usual. I'll grab spells from Freak and the Miracle from Saint Urbane using Leechmonger's soul before heading back to it. The notorious 5-2, the Poison Swamp. How frightening. Just kidding, I have maxed out Dark Moon Grass, so the poison shouldn't be a problem. This is a long level, and there's quite a bit to get, so let's mosey on down. Heading left at the bottom and following along the wall, I'm on the lookout for a black phantom. There's also tons of items to grab in the swamp, and most importantly is this, the broken sword. Ah, there she is. Absolutely destroyed. And there's my chunk of Fainstone. That's one more trophy in the bag once I get my dupes in. There's another cat ring here, and then tucked away in this hovel is a pure sucker stone. That makes things a lot easier. And right next to that is a chunk. That's all the sucker stone I need too. Giant deprived ones are pretty scary, but they're no match for Firestorm. Usually. This guy survives somehow. The swamp is huge, but as long as you follow the left side, you're totally fine. This is by far the hardest part of the level. 2 giant deprived ones and a shaman. A quick Firestorm and that's both of them toasted. Easy peasy. This village is scary because of the sheer volume of enemies, but at the top, it's time for Dirty Colossus. And he doesn't stand a chance versus Firestorm. Let's grab that trophy and the eroded Demon Soul and head back to the Nexus. Demon Soul status, duped. Acid Cloud learned from Sage Freak. There's 2 ways to kill Maiden Estrella. You can either kill her, or you can take out Garl Vinland. And I'm gonna take out Garl Vinland in the standard way. Chugging all the old spice I can get and spamming Firestorm. Then a few follow-up swings with my Crescent Falchion and he's toast. Works every time. Dark Silver Shield acquired. Maiden Estrella chatted to. Ring Soul and Trophy acquired and I'm out of here. Pure Blood Demon Soul and all of my upgrade stones duped. And now I'm purchasing everything from Freak Uria and Saint Urbane. Pure White World Tendency Valley of Defilement, here we go. Starting off, it's right back to the Dirty Colossus Archstone. I'm heading off for a rematch with Garl Vinland in Black Phantom form. Same shtick as before. Firestorm does work, but it's pretty slow. I'll just keep baiting these backstabs until it's over. Oh, right, I totally forgot. I have Homing Soul Arrow. Black Phantom Garl busted up. Crest of Vinland and Brammed acquired. Now time for a little bit of platforming. There's some good stuff down here like a pure Mercury Stone. Yoink! Back to the Nexus. And immediately back to the swamp. Another pure Sucker Stone. Not quite what I was after. Oh god, there's so many Plague Babies. Okay, this is what I was after. The pure Marrow Stone. Done here now, let's go back home to dupe. This time it's backtracking towards the top. In pure white, there's a ladder available right here. Climbing this leads you to a lot of enemies, but most importantly, it leads to the Istarel weapon. After taking out the giant deprived ones in a rather dicey battle, Istarel is mine. That's a required weapon. Immediately back to the Leechmonger Archstone again, I need to meet up with Celine Vinland. Not too far away from the Archstone, she's just after the first giant deprived one. Crest of Vinland given, and that's the last pure white task completed. One more ring down as well. I passed the Moonlight Greatsword my first trip through, so let's head off to the Leech Nest. I'm gonna run all the way to the Filthy Woman once again, and this time, head left, up, and around. Leech is knocked off, and it's back down and around again. Leeches are no match for Firestorm, and then the Moonlight Greatsword is mine. Sorry, I guess it's the large Sword of Moonlight and Demon Souls. That's actually most of the unique game content finished. It's time to start the more monotonous tasks. First, I'm headed to Shrine of Storms to do some trades with the Crow. First up is I'm dropping off the Gold Mask. This turns into a colorless Demon Soul. Next, I'm trading a Talisman of God, which also turns into a colorless Demon Soul. Guess I didn't really need to do both, since I'm just gonna dupe it anyways. Most of the bosses are dead, so let's make some progress on boss soul weapons. This is going to be a really monotonous and long session of blacksmithing, so I'll just cut to the chase. I did a bunch of weapon purchasing and upgrading at Baldwin. Each weapon upgrades at a different level, so it's best to just consult the wiki if you're doing this yourself. It'll save you a lot of time and effort. I'm gonna start by giving Blacksmith Ed the Red Hot Demon Soul from Flame Lurker to stoke the flames for Demon Soul smithing. Then, it's just working my way down the list. Broken Sword and Pure Blood Demon Soul into the Blue Blood Sword. A Battle Axe gets upgraded into the Dozer Axe with the Grey Demon Soul. A basic wooden catalyst gets upgraded into the Insanity Catalyst with the Yellow Demon Soul. The Uchigatana I picked up behind Vanguard Demon gets turned into the Large Sword of Searching with the Hero Demon Soul. The Compound Shortbow I picked up gets turned into a Lava Bow using the Hard Demon Soul. The club that I bought gets turned into a Meat Cleaver with the Swollen Demon Soul. A short sword that I bought from Baldwin gets upgraded and then turned into the Morian Blade using the Storm Demon Soul. The rapier I started the game with gets turned into the Needle of Eternal Agony using the Mixed Demon Soul. Finally, the Winged Spear that I picked up in 1-2 gets turned into the Scraping Spear with the Lead Demon Soul. That's all for boss weapons. But wait, there's more. I have to go back and buy more weapons at Baldwin. I got a lot of upgrade materials to get through. Starting with a Battle Axe, I'm upgrading it to +6, then forking it down to Blessed and +5ing it. That's the Congratulance trophy for Faintstone. Next is a Killage to +3 and then branch to Mercury, and +5. That's the Poison Masters trophy. And I'm out of upgrade materials and need to dupe more. You know, you really burn through a lot of basic upgrade materials doing this. Without duping them, this would be insanely grindy, let me tell ya. I found this War Scythe somewhere around during my travels, so it's getting upgraded to +3 and then branched to the Tearing Path. Upgraded to +5, and that's the Blood Masters trophy. I still have more smithing to do, believe it or not, but I need some rare upgrade materials first. Your luck stat benefits your drop rate, so I'm gonna grind it up. I'll just spend half an hour consuming pure blood and storm demon souls to level up my luck to like 55. The blue blood sword also scales off of luck, so that's becoming my main weapon now. This is actually my favorite weapon in Demon Souls, but I never take the time to use it because it only gets good at really, really high levels. I've put it off as long as I can though. It's time to farm a pure blade stone. That's best done in pure black world tendency. I'm swapping a body form with a stone of ephemeral eyes. This is just a simple loop. Jump down, kill the Reaper, and then run up and around the path. Then just run down the stairs and kill the black skeleton. Well, that's a chunk this time. Let's see if I can get that crystal lizard. Oh, thank God, that's a pure dark moonstone. One less thing to worry about, and bye-bye. Now I'll just go into body form with another Stone of Ephemeral Eyes and die a bunch in Shrine of Storms to push down to pure black tendency. That should make for ideal conditions for farming while I offhand the large Sword of Searching. Once Shrine of Storms is pure black, I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade my Crescent Falchion to +5 with that pure Dark Moonstone for the Dark Moon trophy. But it's back to it, doing the lap again, but this time a Primeval Demon has spawned. I need to kill one specifically so that I can get a miracle. They have a high drop rate for colorless demon souls, but that's not important. I already have a bunch. Once that primeval demon is dead, I'm gonna head to Saint Urbane and buy the recovery miracle for 3 colorless demon souls. That's also every single miracle learned for the Saints trophy. Okay, now it's really time to hunker down and grind for that pure bladestone. The lap's the same as usual. I'll see you when I get it. Okay, well that only took like 40 minutes. Could have been a lot worse, honestly. Another scimitar is getting upgraded. Then it's down the sharp path using bladestone. After that's maxed out at +5, that's the Master Slasher's trophy. That's easily one of the most annoying trophies to get for the platinum. There's actually no guaranteed Marrowstone chunk either, so the only way to get it is to farm for it. It's off to Leechmonger's Archstone again to farm those weird little bugs. This is a lengthy run back up, but it's a pretty fast farm all things considered. Well, I guess it really was a fast farm because I literally got this on my first run. Is this the power of 55 luck and the large Sword of Searching? Well, that's one more duped upgrade stone. Now it's off to Ed again. A dagger from Baldwin upgraded to +3, then taking down the Fatal Path to +5. I'll take the Life Master's trophy, thank you very much. Believe it or not, there's still one more type of weapon upgrade to get, but for right now it's time to drop all of the worlds to pure black world tendency. This is a simple affair. Go into each level with an easy place to die. Use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to return to body form, then die via enemies or throwing yourself off of a cliff. Repeat until all worlds pure black. Simple as. But what isn't simple as is getting a pure Moonlight Stone. This is unfortunately pure luck, and it's technically missable in a playthrough. It's off to the Old Monk's Archstone and attempting to kill this lizard nearby until it stops spawning. And it stopped spawning and I didn't get one. That's rough going for me. Really should have backed up my save to try this multiple times. But the run's not dead yet. I can find more by running through the Fool's Idol Archstone level. The easiest lizard to get is by the tower with the Black Phantom Mind Flayer. This is going to suck because, man, that's a pretty far trip. And the crystal lizard fell off the edge. Wait, hang on. I can backtrack to it. Come on, please have died, not run away. There's a light there. There's a light there. Oh, yes. Forever lucky. You know the shtick at this point. Dupes ahoy. Buying a battle axe from Baldwin, and then off to Ed. Upgrading said battle axe to +6, down the Moonlight path to +5, and there is the last weapon upgrade trophy. Moonlight's trophy achieved. I'm done with Ed this playthrough. Unfortunately, there's no way to do everything in one playthrough, despite the copious amounts of duping that I've done. Now I need to raise my character tendency to pure white, and the only way to do that offline is by killing named Black Phantom NPCs in pure black world tendency. Everything's already pure black, so let's do the world tour. Starting with Stonefang Tunnel, it's dropping down to Flame Lurker again to find Black Phantom Scurver. This is a lengthy fight because he just has a ton of health for some reason. Just kidding, my blue blood sword with light weapon on is ridiculous at this stat level. He's dead in seconds. I can feel the character tendency whitening. It's like the quickening, but white. Also, Talisman of Beasts acquired. This can cast both miracles and magic, so it's my go-to casting implement from now on. It's mostly just more convenient. Now I'm off to Boletaria Palace for Black Phantom Meralda at the execution grounds. She dies very, very quickly to a light-weaponed blue blood sword. Nothing special, just a bit of a whiter tendy. Tower of Latria's Black Phantom Riddell is next. This is usually one of the scarier ones because he can deal damage through shields with his phosphorescent pole, but he goes down to the blue blood sword easy, just like the rest of them. And speaking of phosphorescent pole, I have my very own one now. Whiter tendies too. Shrine of Storms is Black Phantom Satsuki. He's a pretty notorious Black Phantom because he aggroes you right out the gate. Barely time to get second chance and light weapon up, but one combo later and bye-bye, hitless duplicate and whiter tendency. Finally, Valley of Defilement is Black Phantom Selen Vinland in the swamp. Selen is scary because you're fighting her in the muck of the swamp, and she casts anti-magic field. Then she uses blind, which can hit you through your shield. But I will simply kill her with my light weapon buffed blue blood sword in 2 combos. Blind acquired, 1 more weapon for the trophy. That's also pure white character tendency achieved. Time for the lengthy run all the way back up to the top of the Nexus. Thank God that I did this right and I said yes at the beginning. Friends ring acquired. 2 more rings to go, but those can wait for now. It's time to head out to the last level. This is going to be a little inconvenient, but it's all for good reason, trust me. There's 3 Black Phantoms to take out in this first area. They all have a unique drop that's required for the Soldier's Trophy. Most importantly is this first guy with his penetrating sword. He's dead and that's acquired. Bow Girl here has a white bow, but that's a duplicate. Now for the Scraping Spear Troll, Tower Shield is another duplicate. With those Black Phantoms cleared, I'm heading back. I need some different equipment here and lots of arrows. Makoto, Morian Blade, and Sticky Compound Longbow acquired, along with all of the rotten and holy arrows that I can carry. Now it's just rushing all the way to the end of the level, killing everything in my way. The blue dragon flies right in. I'm using the Makoto to drop my health to critical status. Then I can equip the Morian Blade and the Clever Rat's Ring to boost my attack power to obscene levels. Some are calling this hyper mode. Hyper mode bow shots make this a lot more tolerable, as does continually applying poison with the rotten arrows. But this still takes an absolutely ludicrous amount of time though. Phase 1 finished. Oh god, I gotta dodge this fat official, I'm still in hyper mode. Okay, great. Time for the second phase. Maybe I can save Bjor if I'm fast enough. Nothing glamorous about this at all. Just unloading like 300 arrows into the dragon. But once it's dead, that's the Flying Dragon's Trophy. Bjor, where are you? He's nowhere to be seen. Oh well, rest in shard pieces. Anyways, remember Ostrava from all the way back at the beginning of the game? Well, he's died of a broken heart here. Mausoleum Key acquired. Oh, look at that, he's back, and angry. Well, that version can die too. Oh, nice, I actually needed that sword and shield, that's really convenient. I could take on False King now, but I have some tasks left to do. It's back to the very first level of the game once again. The Mausoleum is guarded by a Red-Eye Knight to deter new players from this beast of a man. The old King Doran. Oh, you're already impressed? Cool, I'll take my demon brand, thanks. But unfortunately, I have to take out old King Doran. Damn, this guy really is a beast even at this level. Well, saved by second chance, but he goes down, letting out the most blood-curdling scream of all time. Old Burger King armor acquired, and the second to last ring. Oh, and of course, a trophy. I actually forgot that he gave you one, honestly. Pure white was fun, but it's time to lower my character tendency to pure black by cleaning up this place. Filthy Merchant in Stonefang? Dead. Filthy Woman in Valley of Defilement? Dead. Saint Urbain's followers? Dead. Crestfallen Guy? Dead. Blacksmith Baldwin? Dead. Patches the Hyena? Dead. Sage Freak's Apprentice? Dead. That should do it. Oh yep, there she is, there's Mephistopheles. Kill Saint Urbain? Yeah, I think I can do that. Give him the old light weapon into basic combo. Yep, I killed Saint Urbain, what's my reward? Wait, that's it? You're getting a real bargain, lady. Sage Freak's next, and his status is now deceased. Same bad reward. The Witch Uria? Well, I guess divorce is imminent. Destroyed in seconds. And that's that. Foe's Ring acquired, which means I get the Rogue's Trophy. Mephistopheles dies even easier than the rest of them. This was a self-defense situation. She could have just walked away. Okay, it's finally time to end this playthrough. Since I don't care about world or character tendency anymore, I get to play in body form, and that means I get my second ring slot back. Very cool. All the way back up through Boletaria Palace to the throne room. An epic final duel ensues versus False King. Well, he kinda just dies to my buffed blue blood sword, but that's no surprise when you're a filthy cheater such as myself. False King Demon Soul acquired and the False King's Trophy. Whoops, I forgot I killed Baldwin, so I can't actually dupe this. Oh well, I have self-control. I have self-control. I don't have to slurp this down. Down below the Nexus now, it's time to finish this. It's true, King Allant. Just like a little blob man. 2 combos and he can't even finish his dialogue. I will simply take my soul brand. Now it's time to do the only correct ending and leave. That gets me the Maiden in Black's Demon Soul and pushes the game immediately into New Game Plus. For choosing the good ending, the World Uniters trophy is ours. Basically, all I need to do is get Soul Sucker by trading this Maiden in Black Demon Soul to Yuria. Then I need to upgrade the Demon Brant and Soul Brant into Northern Regalia using False King's Demon Soul at Blacksmith Ed. This is just a quick romp through Boletaria Palace, killing Phalanx, and then straight through the next level and immediately taking out Tower Knight. Oh, what's that? The Monumental wants to speak to me? Yeah, sure, whatever. I need to beat Flame Lurker for the Red Hot Demon Soul for Ed. Then I need to clear the fog behind Tower Knight, which means I need to kill an Archdemon. May as well just finish out Stonefang Tunnel then. Armor Spider, Flame Lurker, and Dragon God all killed again. Now it's back to Boletaria Palace to do Yuria and Bjor's little rescue operation. With Yuria back now, I can learn the last spell, Soul Sucker. That's the Sage's trophy unlocked. One final task to complete. Back to Blacksmith Ed. Red Hot Demon Soul given and Demon Brand combined with Soul Brand and the False King's Demon Soul into the Northern Regalia. That's the Soldier's Trophy achieved, followed immediately by the Platinum. Toughest soul. That's me, alright. I'll keep the postmortem brief. This was a bit of a long one. The Demon Souls Platinum on PS3 is pretty easy if you're willing to be a filthy cheater such as myself. If you're doing this legitimately, it's a pretty lengthy affair. You need to play through the game multiple times. You can either do 4 New Game Plus playthroughs or use multiple characters to collect the individual Demon Soul required trophies like Sages, Soldiers, and Saints. Personally, I think 4 New Game Plus playthroughs is the way to do it because you see everything on a single character. That's what I did for my PS5 Platinum guide. But the PS3 dupe alleviates a huge amount of that pressure grinding though. Basically 1 1/4 playthroughs is a lot easier to digest. Not to mention how much time is saved by duping those upgrade stones. You need an absolute ton of the lesser hardstone to get the individual weapon upgrade trophies. I had to dupe hardstone shards like 3 times while doing this. That would be insane to grind out naturally without the dupe. Not to mention how annoying it would be to farm chunks of materials like Mercury or Marrowstone. I'll take an easy dupe over single player MMO style drop rates any day of the week. I love me some Demon Souls, and it's nice to finally be able to say that I've platinumed the game, even if I did it as a filthy cheater. I would recommend the Demon Souls PS3 Platinum, as long as you're duping. Without duping, man, I love Demon Souls, but there's a reason I never did the Platinum before. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching Backlog Buster. My Patreon supporters get a super exclusive double thank you. Thank you to all of the Patreon supporters of Backlog Buster. You're greatly helping me continue to make videos and not get made destitute by Adobe. Somebody has to pay the multi-million-dollar corporation. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel so you never miss another one. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. You can also check out the various playlists for more content. There's one for Classic Backlog Buster, one for Backlog Buster Challenger for gaming challenge videos, and Backlog Buster Platinum Hits for going for 100% completion and Platinum trophies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.